I'm good.
You don't give me a countdown or anything?
Not this time.
And we're back, apparently. So, in the time that we were gone, the group took the opportunity to level up. They haven't had the long rest yet. But in preparation of doing so, they went ahead and done all of the technical stuff. And so we will go ahead and jump right back to it. If I remember correctly, it was Damon, Ragnar, and Perry still on top of the lighthouse, while probably Ray Otto is going to be the first one to make it down to the base of the lighthouse. And Manzarek and Dr. Tone are scooting, gliding down.
Gliding. Yes.
So, Dr. Tone and Ray Otto, as you glide down, you see the opening in the skylight, and you are able to kind of make your way into that as you land. When you do so, you see probably 24 people standing there, grasping at their mouths and looking at this black ichor that dissipates. You see the reserves standing back with this horrified expression on their face as this clockwork golem stops and looks around. Says, "Again, I would ask you all to disperse." The civilians look up and they look confused as they slowly start backing away from the clockwork golem.
Everyone this way, come on, please. Please, it's okay. All will be explained in the main lobby. Thank you for your time, thank you for visiting.
Harry,
with a diplomacy.
call off the golem.
Where have you been?
The golem seems fine.
Tell him
23.
that all these people are
yes,
on the list.
23.
Did he say golem or golem?
Golem.
You busted my chops for
know.
something I didn't even say earlier. I ain't letting that slip.
Or slide.
The golem. My precious. The golem. It helped.
Got him.
Anyway.
That's what I was saying.
The entire Jewish community is upset.
What?
A golem is a Jewish mythological creature. That's what.
L'chaim.
Do your research, you insensitive douche.
Okay. He told you.
I got your back, man.
Ah, that's funny. That was so funny.
Whoa.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, you called off of us. Call it off of these people. They seem to be recovering.
You mean the black-blooded army is no more?
They're not. They seem to have been brought out of whatever trance we were under.
Oh. Dang. I just kind of fall into you and give you a hug.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I was carrying you the whole time.
We were too late. I'm sorry.
I get a very stone face. Right, no, that's... Just call off the golem.
Everyone's allowed to be here right now. It's fine. We're good. We're just on field trip.
Affirmative. It reassumes its place on the pedestal.
I go down.
By the way, the floor is riddled with bodies.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Just pick me up and be like, it's good that you're blind.
How are the recruits?
Everything's fine.
There's a reason why you're blinded.
Ignore that sloshing sound. How are the recruits?
It seems the golem helped quite a bit. They look battered and beaten, but no worse for wear.
Okay. Report.
They all immediately take up the attention stance as they look at you, and they say, "Room cleared, sir."
Good job. You can relax.
They nod. Liam reaches down. He takes the sword. He says, "Thank you, sir," as he kneels down.
I reach out and touch it. I close my eyes for a second. And then I look at him and I say, the trial that's given to a Justicar before he's given his sword is not even close to this difficult. You seem to have been a very apt leader. Keep it.
Sir, this isn't protocol. This isn't.
Protocol is a little muddled right now. And I have no need of it. And right now, I can't stand aside of it.
He stands up, grabbing it by the hilt. He sheaths it, right? He says, I will live my life to wield this with honor.
Remember, I put my hand on his shoulder and says, it's not just about doing what you're told either. Do what your heart tells you.
You feel your forearm begin to burn. And it's not a painful burn. It's kind of a comforting warmth.
I look down at it.
It glows that gold for a moment. And then when the light fades, it seems to dissipate slightly. It is still there.
Underneath the hand. Good job. Go to your families. Make sure they're okay.
Aye.
And maybe we'll meet again. Good luck.
They all salute. And then they turn and head out.
So, where to now? You'll meet at Blackberry Farms? Like we
Well-
said we would?
I need to go get everybody else. I'm assuming we didn't make it all the way down to them, correct?
This is the base level.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
they're here. as
So
well.
you're all together.
Okay.
I would assume we would go to Blackberry. But
If everybody's back, is there a chance we could meet with Lord Melchoir Hawthorne and figure out what the heck's happening?
I think I might know.
No, we need.
I had something while we were possessed. Tried to meet with Darum. In my memories, I saw his life after I met with him. Seems that he infected us. Yes, he's the one that gave the infection to Melchoir, and he got that infection from the druids themselves. The Druid Council already infected it. The Great Tree already fallen.
But that was a vision, a dream?
To clear something up, you only saw a high druid.
Okay.
You didn't see
Right.
any of the other council.
That's right. I assume that if one a member of the High Council is gone, if anybody else were to, that might be how this is going to spread. The Druids had. Okay, so we had talked about this, but we never talked about it again since. I want to clarify something real quick. Did the Druids have a festival, and that's why Darum left?
Darum left to find the high druid.
Okay,
So seeing her in your vision leads you to believe he found her.
but it was going to be at a gathering of, wasn't just him going. That was something we talked about a long time ago, and I never confirmed that again with you. So I want to make sure that accurate. Was he going to meet with her at like a large gathering of druids, or was it?
No, she went missing.
Okay,
And so she wasn't going to be there. That became a thing, and he left to find her.
perfect. Okay,
So you left to find him, who left to find her.
okay.
And it seems in your vision he found her, but it seems like she had never left the Great Tree, because that's where you saw her in the vision.
Yeah.
So she was somewhere at the Great Tree. Again, that's the size of a city.
Yeah.
So when you're like, oh, she's at a tree, it's like,
No, it's massive.
yeah, it's like, yeah, to be at the tree, like, it takes you days to walk around it. So,
Do you think that's the source of all this?
I think that is closer to the source than you are correct.
The city will work itself out. We need to get there.
still think I need the key from Lord Mayor Hawthorne.
I think we do need to go speak with Lord. I think we need to make it quick. And I think we need to go to Blackberry Farms, as we said we would. It is somewhat on the way.
But the Lord Mayor's at the Island of Power. Or at the Island of Knowledge. That's where he was last.
So we'll make our way back.
I think he's heading towards that door.
He's probably heading towards that door as all before. Hopefully, we got to Melchoir in time.
Maybe your brother is still at the ship and he can take us. He said he would wait for us.
Yeah.
We do need to check on him too.
Well, he's our mode of travel.
So we go down to the docks and
Yeah.
look for brine pickled Bailey.
Officer Brone.
Heading to the docks.
Quick question. Do I see... I look for my parents' body. I don't have time to bury them, so I pull them off.
We can make them.
I just pull them off to the side and lay them next to each other. But, put them in as much peaceful looking position as I can, and then just walk away without looking back.
One of the soldiers stops. He sees you doing that.
Sure. We can have them interred for you if you'd like.
Do what you will.
It's clear he doesn't know who they are to you,
Right.
but he sees the look on you, and it even feels like he's hesitant to say something.
I look and I try to keep my gaze, my expression as non-combative, and try to keep venom out of my voice. I say, do what you will. Leave them in your care.
He watches you go, kind of like... Oof. As you begin to head down towards the docks, you get that moment where you look out over the crescent shape of Drimport as it extends out in front of you, and the two kind of satellite-citied islands that rest within the bay. You do still see fires, but the screams have stopped entirely. And you see slowly those fires begin to dissipate and disappear into the dark as lights begin to replace them in what you can only imagine to be search parties or search and recovery parties of people going out and trying to recover what's left of the city. You head down to the dock and you do see the small boat tied to the moor as you get there.
Aldris,
Kind of like pokes his head out of the barrel. Does he mean Adriel?
He does.
yeah, sorry.
Okay.
How's the
I would assume my brother knows my name.
How's the pickle
Yes, I
sign?
do.
He said, "Oh, it's vinegary."
Are your legs okay?
Oh, of course, he says as he gets out. Never better.
I actually help assist him out, and I'm like, he did just defeat the thing that was starting all this.
Excellent. Then you killed the monster, right? So we're good to go. Suddenly, the air displaces, and you see the blink dog appear next to him. So we can all blame it, he says as he jumps away from it. You see the dog like jump back, its tail tucks and its ears lay down.
It's okay.
This is our friend.
You startled each other.
Startle each other. Why startle him? He just appeared out of the ether.
Oh, it's not like he talks, Just tell him he's a good boy.
You a good boy? Thank you. You see the cocoon drop to the
To
ground.
be fair,
That was fun.
I would jump back too.
He says, "What? This is normal?" Yeah, that's come really weird.
I don't know what you want from us.
Fair is fair. Fair is fair. So,
Did you pick up
Can
the
you take us-
cocoon?
He can't see.
Oh, you can't see it. Okay.
So scared of
there's a cocoon.
I pick up the cocoon,
Okay.
knowing that it was...
It's moist.
Yeah. Knowing that it was Harry's best friend.
Oh no!
No, bring it out. Well, So much for the Herald of Dreams, this mythical creature.
I say, Perry, hold out your hands. Be mindful, this is wet, but it's wormy.
Oh, wormy, yes.
And I give it.
It's kind of wormy.
No, that's an adjective. It's not a proper noun, it's an adjective. What I'm putting in your hand is wormy.
I also sent you a message. Sorry. Just for put that in your pocket. If I need to roll for anything, I can, but.
Eli distinctly has no pockets on his shirt. He checked. Oh man. Meanwhile, I have 3 in this jacket. I got
Thanks,
the,
it has pockets.
I got the inner pocket.
But they put many things.
Yeah.
So, what's the plan then?
Shall we to the island of knowledge? The knowledge of islands?
Oh, we could, but last I checked, they were trying to kill us.
Well, last I checked, they're no longer trying to kill us.
And that's what I was saying.
Because we killed the
brother
giant
here-
flying worm in the sky.
Yeah, your brother here done it. All by himself.
Bravo, is this true?
Yes.
Half true?
We need to. We'll go. We really need to go. Ever. Yeah. Let's go.
I would like to
get
check the
island.
door that's protecting the city from the Black Blood and make sure it's closed before I go anywhere else.
That one. That's the thing.
We need to get to Lord.
What?
We need to get
You
to
need
Lord
to get
Mayor
used to
Hawthorne.
some things, my man.
Okay. Get on the boat, tell me where to go, and let's go.
I have a talking skull. This is a blink dog. That's the Herald of Dreams.
That doesn't tell me where to go. That
His
confuses
fairy-
me further.
His fairy can cast the light spell. Take us to the island of knowledge. And stop asking your questions if you don't want
just
the
ask
answer.
the ferret to do it.
Robbie, can you take us to the island of knowledge?
He walks over to the ship and starts like trying to turn it.
Robbie looks at me and says, "What do you say?
He knows what he's doing.
Can you understand common?"
And now.
That is a thing that some familiars can understand the language and not speak it.
So Adriel gets on the ship and he starts steering towards the island of knowledge. It takes you a bit to cross over. When you start to approach the Nightingale, you see the people kind of dispersing off of it. They're just like kind of rubbing their heads and looking very confused at what's happening.
Is
Right.
the High Lord Mayor Hawthorne one of those people?
You do not see him among them, but you do see the rest of the council, with the exception of Zal.
The snack lady.
There's a Justicar amongst them, right?
Yes, the High Justicar.
There's her here.
Thanks.
Elfast.
Belfast?
L.
Belfast. Mr. Justicar, sir.
He's gesturing for people to like step off of the boat, and it seems like he is taking his responsibility of protecting these people. He turns and looks at you as you dock. Yes.
We desperately need to see the High Lord Mayor Hawthorne. Is he on the boat with you?
And you are?
The people who just saved your city.
You're the actors.
Diplomacy of the pre-bonuses 19.
You were the actors on stage.
Yeah, we killed the thing on stage. We also just saved the city from the Black Blood. Know that I am not lying to you.
That's a lie.
Wonderful. Unfortunately, I'm uncertain where High Lord Mayor Hawthorne is.
Excellent.
That's the
That's
opposite
not
of excellent.
I start heading towards the temple. Because if he's not on the boat, that's the next place I think you would.
I approach him.
If you say this, I say that.
I'm not as diffident as I would be under normal circumstances, but I am still deferential to his status. Like, sir, there were 4 recruits who helped to defend the lighthouse from Melchoir, the evil it infected. They fought bravely. Their leader's name was Liam.
Yes, I know Liam.
Just need to tell you that they worthy of further training. But I don't know what state the rest of the Justicars are.
See.
There have been many killed.
He looks very confused, and it's almost as if he doesn't know what happened in the last
no
few
memory
moments.
of
Yeah.
the infection.
Yes, Houston.
Not trying to.
I explain as briefly as I can the nature of the infection and the takeover, and essentially that they were under external control, and killing that other creature brought them out from that control.
He begins to intently listen to what you have to say, and it sounds too fantastical to be a lie, to be made up. What do the rest of you do while he is doing that?
I'm walking towards the temple.
Listening.
I'm like, yeah, that's
Collaborating.
Exactly
I'm very contemplative of like the mission that I had and like figuring out what we need to do.
You get to the Temple of Desna. Malforce turns to look at you as you approach. You survived.
I'm surprised as you are. I took a jump.
The leap of faith.
Says, is it over?
For now, we would like to inspect the door.
I can take you there.
Did the High Lord Mayor go past you?
No. Unless he knows another way. Which you do know there are more than one way. There's more than one way to get there.
Interesting. Let us wait for the rest of the group. I think we would like to ensure that that pathway is blocked.
He nods. As you begin to talk and conversate, you explain that to him. He says, I see. Then I will return to the Island of Courage. I'll gather up the rest of my Justicars, we'll head to the mainland, and we'll try to start a search and rescue for any that may be wounded. You see the symbol appear on the ground as Zal and Lord Mayor Hawthorne manifest. Oof, I never get used to that, he says.
Going there?
He turns. Oh, Perrin.
Is the key safe?
He reaches into his shirt, he pulls it out, and it's the first time that you've seen it.
Still not the first time.
It's not the first time you've seen it. It's the first time it has been presented. The item itself is hexagonal in shape, and as I said before, about the size of a holy symbol. On the front of it, it has these odd carvings that look like they would be some kind of eldritch creature. A mixture of tentacles, teeth, claws, and eyes. But it doesn't look maleficent in nature. It looks otherworldly and bizarre, but it doesn't look frightening or foreboding. The item itself is a bright silver color and looks completely flat. You quit that.
I'm trying.
Feel that.
He says, I think we have much to discuss.
Were you at the door?
Are you okay? He says,
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
This way.
A little hurt.
This way.
I know where you are.
sweetheart.
we need a
Yes,
healer
I'm fine. Why? Why do you ask?
who can dispel blindness.
I see.
I don't.
So funny.
So good. My group makes a lot of bodily functions while we record.
We're old now. Nobody in this room is under 30. It's just life.
Barely.
It's barely life. We're barely alive right now. He says, great. He turns to Elfast. He says, I want you to head to the Island of Power, gather up the rest of your Justicars, and head to the mainland. Gather up a search and rescue mission for anybody that might need it. Elfast says, great idea, sir. God, it's good to be mayor. He says, first off, something I want to explain to all of you is I know what happened. Everyone else here may be confused, but I have seen this before. I understand what's happened. You, gentlemen, need to rest. We can cure you, we can heal you all. And he says, but before anything else, you need to rest. And we can speak tomorrow. Is that fair?
Yes.
Excuse me, Governor.
Mayor.
Governor Mayor. Edriel says as he walks up. He says, there's a bit of a situation about my sister and even Meryl. They went off to Blackberry Farms. Why? The High Lord says, because it clearly wasn't safe here and we needed somebody outside the city. Do you think it'd be possible? They clearly haven't made it there. It's a day's journey. Maybe send somebody to catch up with them? Turn around, bring them back?
I kind of think they'd still be safer. Things are gonna be like very hectic.
But there's not the issue of murderous people.
I want to keep my sister away from you.
Lord Mayor Hawthorne says, if that's your wish. Edriel. Okay. Oh.
Keep her away from me. I'll talk to her when we get to play.
Right. Now, all right.
And actually, that thing, I slip it into Admiral. Those things, I just slip them.
That's not hard to do, blind.
About
Okay.
as a pass along.
Sleight of hand's gonna make happen later.
He gets 50%.
No, it's 29. One.
Oh, okay. I'm
Now
sorry,
you
my bad. I got you.
understand.
Yeah. Anyway.
And then as soon as I say that, I turn. I just stare out into the open water.
Right. Okay, never mind. But if you're willing to give room and board to everybody here, I'd be willing to take some of that. I'll help, right?
He didn't get us over there.
I got him over there. Right. How Lord Mayor Hawthorne says. He says, well then, let's get you somewhere safe. Let me get an understanding of where we are. We'll talk tomorrow.
We're safe.
Yes. Zal looks at the ground and you can tell there's more to that answer. You can't. The rest of you can tell that there's probably more to that answer than just yes.
So at this point, have I joined back with them?
I was gonna say we're missing one.
It's up to you.
Because if I see the High Lord Mayor and Zal appear, I'll be like,
Okay.
Malforce, if you'll just ensure the chamber safety. I'm assuming if they're here, the door might be. I appreciate you for your service. Hopefully I don't see you again in such circumstances.
He nods as he turns and begins to walk.
So not.
As he begins to turn and just casually walk towards the ocean.
I just, that tracks. That makes sense.
And you hear music like a giant lizard returning to the water play in the distance.
With me seeing the symbol, do I recognize anything about it? Any sort of knowledge?
Roll me. When you look at the symbol as you walk up and you see how Lord Mayor Hawthorne holding it in his hand, looking at it, you see flashes of it in your hand, as if you're holding it looking at it, and then they immediately disappear, and you kind of like have to blink because it's as if you physically saw it.
I would almost in Aklo say, interesting seeing that again.
Oh, we haven't rested yet.
But hit Zal speaks Aklo.
Zal looks at you. Hey, deal's a deal.
I found this. I can keep it.
Did he help?
A lot, actually.
I feel it.
Yeah, deal's a deal. You tossed me out of that window so many years ago. I helped them. Deal's a deal.
She reaches out. She takes him. Ha ha! He starts to laugh. He says, "I'm back, baby." He puts him in a bag of holding. She puts him in a bag of holding.
That was fun while it lasted.
Just like that.
I understand.
Eli's poor throat.
Anyway, you're not the first person to say that.
I was waiting on it. I was waiting.
I didn't want to, but I couldn't help it. Anyway, so the evening passes by with all of you switching quickly from the heroes of the situation to simply spectators. Justicar and Drimport soldiers begin to swarm around everything, forming ranks, going out, helping people, as you are all immediately escorted to the Island of Power.
I would immediately like offer services because I don't have magical healing left, but I can physically heal all day long.
Mm-hmm.
So I would offer that to like stabilize, bandage.
Triage.
Correct.
Okay. So I have a head for you. Put a lot of money in it. Can I hand it to you?
Oh yeah.
Not in front of everyone, but
Yeah,
later on.
High Lord Mayor Hawthorne would just see you hand his dead son's head off.
Oh, let's see what that is.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that's known since it'll probably be pretty fast when we go and take rest and stuff. So.
Anyway,
Sorry.
so staying behind to do that, I'm going to assume you sleep in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Staying up a little late. He takes you all back to the Island of Power on a very nice ship, by the way. Getting there, you board off of the ship, moving onto the island, and he walks you into a very lavish area. You go up a few flights of steps onto what looks to be kind of like a resting area where the beds are out and sectioned off by like these silk screens. But you assume this place is for people that are spending a long time, like a large amount of time here in this political building, debating, figuring things out, what have you, and this is where they would come to rest. He takes you in there and he shows you the washroom where you can kind of unpack, get clean, and there are even servants that step in willing to take your equipment and clean them for you and give them back to you. So, as you do so, the night passes on and you find little trouble sleeping that night. You would assume you're like, oh, I'm never going to go to sleep after all of this happens. But even you, Damon, when you lay down, the thought of what you have seen doesn't leave your mind, but your spirit feels calm about it. As if you are all effectively under the calm emotion spell. A healer does step in, laying her hands on your eyes as she removes blindness. You are able to see once
Oh,
again.
this is nice. Oh, this is nice.
A hot bath and some silk sheets later, you sleep in a surprising amount of time.
Is it a hot bath?
It can be.
Hot for me though.
What kind of one?
We're
It
talking,
can be.
like cooking pot hot.
You're just in the kitchen in like a cauldron. It's like, excuse me.
Seasoned it myself.
It's-
Oh.
That's me flavored soup. The night wears on. As you in the morning, you are all brought food. It is left beside your bed, whether you're willing to get up and eat breakfast, or just leave it there and sleep in a little bit longer. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 6. 5. As you are laying there, they come in, they bring your food, right? They step off. Roll me a perception check.
Oh. After resting,
Mm-hmm.
I'm officially in the 30s. That's a 32.
Gracious. The air displaces.
I was gonna eat that, but okay. I just roll over.
eat the rest of this?
No, go for it. I make the best of friends.
The next morning the sun rises. It seems people are walking back and forth and they are muttering about everything that has happened, right? You hear people outside in a bustling commotion, talking about what to do next, how to prevent this, what's going on, right? What would you all like to do once you wake up?
You want to go one after the other, or just whoever goes first?
Whatever.
Well, Damon just lays there He just lays there, not really wanting to move, but he knows eventually he has to.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll probably spend about 45 minutes staring at the ceiling, and then he'll go get dressed and go in search of breakfast.
They have brought you food.
They have brought me food.
Yes.
Not
Oh,
good.
excellent.
Not me. It looks like
I also
already-
stick my head out to see if there is a servant or someone nearby.
Oh yeah, they're kind of everywhere.
Did you bring me something strong? Something very alcoholic. I don't care what it is.
Yes, of course.
So that's how I walked in the room.
They walk off. A few moments later, they come back with a pitcher and a tray with a cup.
Thank you.
They bow as they walk off.
I can sigh. And immediately pound down breakfast in half a pitcher.
As you begin to drink, you realize that that is dwarven ale.
Oh
Pound down a
no!
quarter of a pitcher.
Take a single sip and be like, oh no.
Or
I did ask for the
Okay.
It's
What is
also
it?
extremely expensive.
Yes, it is.
We're not paying for it.
Got your cherry.
taxes, man.
I'm not native to Dreampoint, so I don't pay taxes.
Sales tax.
Sales tax.
I'm going to say in that pitcher there are 10 drinks. You say you drunk 5.
I'll say I drank 3.
Okay, I need 3 fortitude saves.
He's not here for a long time. He's here for a bit.
I mean, not one on the first
Oh,
one.
no.
I'm going to immediately drop you into stage 2.
Okay.
Upon entering stage 2, the character must immediately make a second fortitude save.
18.
You asked for the strongest,
Mm-hmm.
and this is top-notch quality. So, no, you fell again.
Okay.
No.
I like this.
You take a point of non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Picking himself up.
Another.
I did.
You get a -2 to all your mental stats, and a +2 to all physical stats for the next hour.
That was drink one.
Yup. You got 2 more to pound down, my guy.
You're not.
-2 to all my
Mental
stats. +2.
Just remember it. Okay, I'll remember it for you.
And then 21.
Are you sure? Because you just had negatives.
Yeah,
He gets
plus
bonuses
2
to his 4.
fortitude.
Oh yeah, you just got a bonus.
Oh, that's 22 without the bonus. So
So 20.
Plus 1.
That passes.
That's
and
additional
one
plus
more.
1 for fortitude.
no.
So you are
Roll
in
a 2.
stage 3.
Yep.
You lose your +2 to all physical stats. You take a -2 to all stats for an additional 4 hours.
Is that an additional -2 or just -2?
To all.
-4 to my
an
mental?
additional -2.
So -4 to all mental stats, -2 to all physical stats for 5 hours.
Yeah, it does exist.
Wacky whack.
I imagine you're sitting in a corner and you're eating breakfast, and because the effects of calm emotions has been lifted, you got a good night's rest, right? But when you start to eat, you begin to drink, and it's kind of like you're not focusing. You're not savoring the food. You're not savoring the drink. You're just putting it into your body. And you sit there with the pitcher and you begin to drink while staring kind of into the nothing. The ale rolls down the side of your mouth, and the burn and heft of the drink just kind of like doesn't register. Everything's numb to you. And when your world starts to spin and your body begins to numb, it's almost like you don't realize it, as you are just in this deep state. And all of those thoughts that send you into this comatose, wide awake comatose-like way, that is inside, begins to manifest on the outside. So where you're quietly sitting there and brooding, all those brooding emotions become verbal and physical in this moment. Who's next? So, you wake up, Perry, and you're able to see.
Feels good. And I had great sleep.
There's a
And
ferret
they're clean clothes.
on your chest wrapped up in a little ball.
Nice. But it's... I take my time, but I get ready. And I find Redaymon's.
You find him doing his
Brooding.
thing. Mhm. By the way, do you move Robbie? He's asleep. When you pick him up, he just...
As they do.
He's a liquid right now.
Oh yeah. And his little tongue sticks out, his eyes are like squinty open, but he is...
That's okay, buddy.
You pour him into your bag?
Ferrets are very
And I ate my breakfast, my chocolate milk,
There's chocolate in this
and
one?
I quietly come sit beside you, and I don't say a word. I don't like pester him. I'm just there. Because no one should be alone after Elizabeth.
You prioritize being with him over fucking Hawthorne. Who's next?
Unfortunately,
You're 3
based
stages
on the way he
in.
described it, the insides are coming outside.
So his belly's coming
What
out.
do you want?
I would assume you can smell the alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
At
And I can see
9
the
a.m.
alcohol. And I like,
The man before you is sober as the day he was born. What's that? It's goat's milk. It's brown.
You're
It's
not
an
gonna
ugly goat.
drink any of that. I won't let you drink any of that.
hey man, I'm just here. You don't need to be alone. You guys were there for me. I lost my father. Kind of confusing.
Tell your father I said you saw him. You kill him?
No? No, I did not.
Before I left, Melchoir. So I told him I would kill him. Kill him if he didn't treat Hammers good, but he didn't treat Mom good. And I killed him. I told him I would. And I did. My mom's gone too. We both go.
They are.
It was my fault. And just lapse into silence.
Don't try to like argue or correct or say, oh, it's not your fault. I'm just there. If you like slump down, maybe I'll put my arm around you or something if you allow
don't
that.
react
But
to that.
but I just let you have that moment, but not alone.
when I get up, I pull out the ashes that are there. I sit there. Like on what last 2 days. Lost my master, lost like all the loss and death that happened in this city. Potential of having the entire Druid society potentially like infiltrated. Not this or even be the cause. I'm just like contemplating. About it. I'm just sit there. A lot of emotions going on. I don't know what that is though, so like
You could come join us.
no, that's I don't know if 20 pounds, 30 pounds of frog can handle any dwarven ale. Just sit there and talk and just silence.
Do you want to go, Berto?
Sure. Nearly as broody.
There's a lot of hurt going on right now.
Apparently. So Tone would sleep in, probably in the middle of that. Just because he's almost working like an engine nonstop that finally ran out of fuel. Waking up, shake his head, realize he doesn't have breakfast, and would just roll out of bed, get suited up for the day, and just walk out the door, walk back in the room, look at you, a base 10 hill check, can I see he's just schmammered?
Roll me.
I was asking to take it and I rolled a 16.
Oh, yeah.
31.
Oh, you know how schmammered he is.
I see Perry brooding next to him. I see him brooding over the ashes of Darum. Are we okay?
You okay?
He's not okay.
No, he's not.
You look like you're not okay because he's not. Don't even. Don't. No. No. I'll put water on top of you.
Phistophilis talked about you.
I summon water on top of him as he says the word Phistophilis.
I get to my feet. My face is beat red with anger.
Uh-huh.
Phistophilis.
What was that for?
We have a lot of work to do today, and you decided to get hammered. And do I see the dwarven L?
Mhm.
Do I recognize this?
I mean, sure.
Okay.
I mean, you can put two and two together.
Yeah.
Say a-
Dwarven L?
I
This
say a
early?
very naughty word. The word.
Uh-huh. And the name Phistophilis, does it like immediately ring like all the bells, or do I have?
Oh, yeah. When he says that name, you get a sinking sensation in your stomach. And it's as if hearing that name unlocked all those memories. And you're like, I know exactly who he's talking about.
So when did you talk to him?
Phistophilis. Talk to me.
Oh, he talked to you,
You.
did he?
I can trust you.
Uh-huh.
Phistophilis?
You trust? You know the guy with the kobold? Kept teleporting him around?
Handsome Joe?
Yeah, that guy. His name is Phistophilis. He's a betrayer. You're trusting the word of a betrayer. Someone whose words I cannot trust.
He said.
Uh-huh.
He said you're the reason he's a slave.
Yeah, for a good reason. Everything I do has a purpose and a plan. Now I'm not gonna
I
let
say
you...
a naughty word again. You're playing your purpose.
Shane, not afraid to say any cuss words. Amos would not even attempt to say one.
I'm trying to come.
And I
we
appreciate
you
you.
for that.
It's a beautiful thing.
Let
Why
me
did
guess.
you go?
Let me guess. He made some sort of deal with you for his freedom.
He made an
Uh-huh.
offer.
Yeah. A
There was
gift?
no deal made.
Mm-hmm.
I accept no gift.
But that's good. Pacts with demons like him are binding
Drunk
you.
Amos is
But
interesting.
what about like with you? What sort of an agreement with a demon like you is like?
I'm not a demon.
Lawrence, you can handle a hot. You're a demon. All the rest of them.
Maybe we revisit
revisit this conversation when
No,
he's
no,
feeling
no, no.
less
Let
racist.
drunk Damon get all these airs out of the way. What else about me is demon-like, sir? Please do tell me. You want to talk about my goat hooves too? The wings on my back. The languages I speak. I grew up speaking Aklo.
Congratulations.
I'm sure your life was so perfect. You've earned every single one of your scars. And you're going to talk to the great betrayer, man who killed friends of mine, and make deals with him.
I go ahead and stand up. Like, put Garen's ashes away.
You can feel the tension starting to rise,
Right.
and Damon's shoulders are starting to bunch up
I take
under his
I
clothing.
take a deep breath. I just say, enough.
You are
Enough.
correct. I turn, now walk out.
I'll get it, whatever.
I try to stagger after him, but I fall over.
You hit the ground, right? And you're just kind of like trying to steady yourself. You see two boots step up next to you. Joe leans down and looks down at you. Can't believe he talked to you like that.
I look to my side, try and look up the boots. Is he actually there?
Mm-hmm. You don't see anyone else. The room is completely empty.
Oh. Am I still drunk?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, yes. He said his name.
Yeah. Yeah, let's say about you. That's funny. You two don't get along, do you?
It was fun.
What do we see while this is happening?
You see Damon hit the floor and,
Just
and he is
passed
passed out.
Okay. Cool.
I kind of figured.
Yeah. He would say something like that.
Kind of roll on my back. The room's spinning.
He sits down next to you. Because he seems like he knows it all, doesn't he? No remorse for what you've lost, what you've gone through, personally, or even through extension, your family. And also, he took something from you, didn't he?
Took something. What do you mean, took something?
In those last moments with your father, he wouldn't even allow you closure. He didn't understand. He doesn't know. You were looking your father face to face, having that moment, and he stole that from you. And then he talked to you like that. Just stormed out, leaving you here. Some friend, huh?
I don't have any friends. Companions. I have cameras. I don't have any friends. You're not my friend. I don't trust you. I know that much. I don't trust him either. I don't know what to do.
He smiles. Let me tell you something, Damon. You know you haven't failed any.
Sure. Whatever.
He leans down and he begins to whisper these words, right? And so, like, it would be in a moment where, like, he's forcing you to listen to what he's saying because he's whispering. He's not talking at you. He's offering for you to listen. He says, life is nothing but a series of cause and effect. The label failed is something other people give you. Whether you failed to benefit them or you failed to meet expectations. That's what they say. Your father died because of external effects. You were denied your position as a Justicar because of external effects. I am little more than yet another external effect. But I'm not a negative one. I'm not here to take anything from you. And as I've said before, I'm only here to help. You don't have to take it. But it seems we have a common interest, and Daka is a thought. He's lied about who he is. He's lied about what he can do. And he denies being a demon? I've never lied about what I am. But he wears what he is on his sleeve and then lies about it. I think you are justified in how you feel and what you're doing here. You have friends, of course. I believe that Perrin very much cares about you. That Manzarek knows how you feel, and he, as a matter of fact, was the first to comfort you in the cave when he gently lent an ear of understanding. I think the only outlier in your little companion group is so-called Dr. Isaac.
I'm trying to sense
Evens?
-2 on the sense motive, by the way.
Well, no, this isn't sense motive. This is a fork. Evens. Damon stays silent and doesn't move the deal further. Odds. He says, "So what do you want?" Evens. He just lays there. I'm not in a position to make a decision.
No, of course not. But I do know what it's like to have something taken from you. But you have an interesting position that I was never afforded. He leans in and you can feel the breath on your ear as he says, I can bring them back, Dave. You open your eyes and you're laying on the floor.
That sober you up?
Is he? I assume
Because
he's.
I know exactly how he.
I assume he's like crazy drunk still.
Oh,
You just see him go.
I look at you and I say, tell him to apologize, and I accept his affliction. And I am now
Schmammer.
stupid drunk, and you are sober as
The
as
day is
you were
born.
Don't think you did me a favor, though.
I know, but I don't know what you just saw.
He just Narcan your stupid ass.
And I immediately go from standing to 30-pound prone
Dead weight.
unconscious.
Make it quick before I change my mind.
It's easier to carry me than it is to carry him.
So I just walk over and I'm just like,
You just see a puddle of an amphibian.
I'm assuming I have never drank alcohol living like in the swamp, so it's just like, just.
I walk over
He's
to
dead.
Well,
Oh my
Damon-
gosh, you killed it.
wait, Damon's been a teetotaler too, so yeah.
I make sure he's on his side and I'm just like, that's stupid.
Bunch of lightweights picks up the rest of the jug, nails it, smashes it, just walks out the door.
Oh, that's
And
cute.
As soon as you leave sight, you're like, whoa.
What?
There needs to be some apologies made. I look at you.
I'm gone.
He's gone.
Yeah, he walked out.
What a jerk.
I'm sorry.
Says 30 minutes later.
What do you do to me?
If I had my guess, he somehow stole your drunken state. I ain't gonna lie, this is gonna be fun. You wanna watch it? I think it's gonna be funny. He's probably gonna throw up.
I can't.
I want to
You'll
be
probably
alone.
literally see his guts come out.
I want to be alone. Leave me alone. I walk out and off in a random direction.
He's going through.
I'm not conscious.
Oh, so it wasn't me? So it wasn't me?
You're just like, he's going through a lot.
Oh, it like dawns on it like, oh yeah, he lost his parents.
That
was nice of you.
I'm unconscious. Like, don't talk to me.
It needs to be pointed out. It needs to be pointed
Rayana's
out
like,
that
Right.
I
Yes, he
killed
did.
one of my parents and allowed the other one to die.
Oh no, I know for a fact you
Yeah.
didn't kill one
I
of my
imagine
friends.
Damon storms out, and then he comes back in, he grabs the picture, and he walks back.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Nope,
So-
nope, 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 nope.
So a reminder for me, because I think Festophilus said this. Like, Tone was the one who actually killed your father.
I also saw that, so
Yeah, he's saying you took that from him.
Correct. I was just making sure that you knew.
To my
To
mind,
Damon's
my
knowledge,
yeah.
sure.
To the way he's remembering
Just so I
things.
remember correctly. Yeah.
no, you did.
Okay.
And I think you even made a statement about so you don't have to deal with that or
Yeah.
something along those lines.
I need you to fight the actual target. Okay, sorry.
No, that's good. That's good too because that's also
That
gonna be
matters.
that's going to be an additional layer to the problem. It's an additional.
I guess
layer.
I help
Yeah, you beat
take
your
care of
turn.
Manzarek and make sure he doesn't die.
man, you don't know if my heart stopped or not. Like
Put my whole
By the
ear
way-
down into his head.
Remove poison. is
Why
a
would you
level
go down to
4
him? Why not just-
spell.
That's
Correct?
true. Yeah.
yeah, except afflictions a level 3. Oh, yeah.
Just put it over. Like, yeah, it's
Level
defeated.
It's level 3.
Gross.
We're falling apart.
Why do you say
Let's
that?
go talk to Doctor Lord Mayor Hawthorne.
By the way, that's
Uh,
what I
Can
would
you just
experiment
carry my
Swan
body
towards.
with me? Cool. You're my body.
I like tie your arms and your
I got
legs.
it.
There's a servant standing against the wall. They look at you. You can watch him for you, or you
Oh.
can take him if you like.
I think we should
Rihanna
leave
looks
him.
at the servant.
Or you can take him if you like.
I should put him on Rayato's back.
Rihanna is also a medium-sized creature
Holy
now.
crap.
So
Okay.
overnight, he
He
just
really
went
grows
from
back.
being like, you know,
You
3 feet tall to like 5.5 feet tall.
Oh.
So
I
yeah.
imagine
Oh
it's
my.
more of a progressive scale.
That's what it was gonna be,
It's
but
like a
you
great
know,
Pyrenees.
we jumped a little bit harder than I
Wake
could.
up! Oh my god, he ate wormy.
That was the earliest.
This is the Herald of Dreams now. The title transfer.
Desna's like, where is my hair? Whoa, what is that?
What are those?
His feathers are all purple and black now. It's like, neat.
I also imagine
Of all the
like,
deities, she would probably have that reaction. Neat, this is the thing now.
my mouth has been open this whole time now, and my tongue is like, you know, just dragging behind us, and so it's like this 10-foot just like
Somebody walks by.
it's like a rope just like
It's taking
swinging
you
behind.
Rayato's like snapping at it as it's like going by.
Why is my tongue hurt?
Why is my tongue gone?
Why is it so grainy? So, as you all begin to head to High Lord Mayor Hawthorne, yes, Ragnar, as you're just kind of like walking and heading out, right? You hear this voice in your head. And you like, I imagine you would like turn and begin to look around because it sounds like it's there with you, right? As you hear, Ragnar, we have a lot to talk about. And we will pick it up here next time. Thank you very much for joining us, adventurers. Remember that this has been a good day to die. See ya.